What's up, man?
What up, dog?
Big ass hat, Erik.
Thank you, dude.
East Coast, baby.
Bigger and better in East Coast.
212.
All right, Felipe, we're live.
I'm 914. That's Westchester.
We're live? Okay.
Yep.
No, yo, papa.
What's up, Food Podcast? What's up, Food Podcast? Welcome to the What's Up Food Podcast, Quarantine Live Podcast. I just came out of the pool. I just walked the dogs. We got Father Greg Boyle as a guest right here. We have that doctor from CNN, Dr. Kashan over there.
Robbie?
Erik Rivera.
What's going on, Felipe? How you feeling, man?
Coronavirus Dr. Kashan from CNN. Rodrigo Torres. Rush Limbaugh is there.
Right here, a national treasure. What happened, dog?
My little sling, dog.
You've been throwing that famous elbow, bro.
What happened when you wore that shirt, bro?
Oh, is that real? What happened, dude?
That's real.
Well, I think last Thursday,
A week ago.
I got on my electric bike, the one that Lisa got me, the Motar.
The dope ass one, dude.
20 miles an hour, but it cuts off at 20 right away.
It's a motorcycle, dog.
So I went to San Fernando, went to the baseball field. Like normally they have right now, they have an adult baseball league. Like you go over there, bro, around 5, and you go there on Sunday. A bunch of old Mexican dudes, bro. Like I don't say they're old, but they're like in their 60s, 50, 40 years old.
That's
Still throwing knuckles, dog. And they play there, bro. And they even they bring a hot dog guy. They bring a fucking a guy that sells fruta. And sometimes they have an announcer, bro, bateando. Jesús Esparza es un plomero. Si quieres su ayuda, llámalo.
They're just doing it for a promotion.
That's that Brand Park guys, right? They've been there for a long time in the valley.
So I went there on my bike on a baseball field, bro, real fast. And I saw a big smoke behind me of dirt, you know, that baseball infield dirt. And I thought I was like 8 years old again, bro. You know, when you're a little kid, you put the little baseball card on your bicycle, or you put the little juice from school to make that sound. Brrr.
Yeah.
So the first time I went by, I said, that's a badass fucking smoke.
Out of dust.
But finally, bro, I started going in circles. I made a fucking tornado of smoke. And then I fell on my ass, see?
360s, eh?
Damn,
I fell
dude.
on my elbow. And there was a couple watching me. And I just put my thumb up like this, bro, outside the smoke.
He's going to be cool, bro. Wait, you know that's a motorcycle, right?
Bro.
It's pretty much a motorcycle.
Right? Those were the first Harleys, bro.
Yeah.
My fucking face looks like that meme of fucking Rambo like this.
Yeah. there's no games going on. It's just an open field, right?
It's open.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, nobody's playing.
Okay, I just know maybe Felipe was like the 7th Express show. Now we got Felipe. Just ging, 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 ging.
No, it's empty right now.
Yeah,
Swing
bro.
and a miss.
Because I did ride my bike through there one time when they were playing baseball, and they looked at me like that kid from Bad News Bears when he rides the fucking motorcycle.
Kelly Lee.
Yeah.
Best character in all film. Kelly Lee.
I don't know about Freddy Krueger, though.
When I was a kid, because that movie was out when I was playing Little League, and everyone tried to run their home run trot like Kelly Lee, all right up in your T-Rex arms. That was all we did.
Hilarious.
He was like the first guy. Bro. Hey, Peter, he was like the first guy that was cool. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Like,
for sure.
He was the kind, like, you watch Bad News Bears, and you're looking at him going, you know what? He's the kind of white boy that can hang out with paisas. Eh? He could kick it with Mexicans. Eh? He's like the original Miklo without being Miklo.
And then the next movie too, and remember he didn't have a driver's license. He drove them to Houston. Like he was just a fucking badass.
Yeah, he probably was the first kid I saw who questioned authority that I remembered, you know, who like didn't think that authority was shit. You know, like he didn't care.
Who does, bro?
Like, yeah, but as a kid, you don't question it.
He also played baseball like we did, like with jeans.
Yeah,
like he showed up with jeans.
Yeah, those kids were very identifiable, very relatable.
And he was smoking cigarettes and shit.
So what you're saying is he was not a Karen. He was very anti.
He was not Karen.
Well, my favorite scene in Bad News Bears 2 is when they're like driving that van to Houston to play the World Series, and they pick up that chick that was hitchhiking, and then she opens up the van and see all those kids and runs. I used to have, we did that one time in a van too.
That's hilarious. My favorite scene in that movie is when they talk the the gardener or the janitor, the school janitor, into pretending to be the grown-up, and he just keeps waving because I guess he's touched in the head or something. I love that.
Paul
Dude, my favorite, we're talking about Bad News Bears, the one where they go to Houston.
The Bad News Bears breaking tree.
And there's a funny ass scene in the movie where all the kids are gonna ask their parents for money to go on this trip, and everyone has a different. They show every scene. They show like the black kid Muhammad when he goes over there, and his dad is pissed off that he asked for like $15, and then the white kid, he asked for $15. Are you sure that's all you want? And he kept giving him more money. And then he gets to the Mexican kids. I fucking died. The little kid looks at his dad all scared. We need $7. The dad gets all mad, and they look at each other for both of us. What's up? We got Peter Murrieta, not Father Greg Boyle. Woo! And we have Erik Rivera, fresh off HBO. Peter Murrieta show. Mr. Iglesias. It's gonna be up in midnight in June, right?
Yeah, the 17th.
The 17th.
And I'm also doing a show with Erik.
That's right, the cartoons.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Talk about that. You guys just told it.
Like when I was younger.
Erik, how did that happen? Did that happen at the hamburger place we went to and now it's closed?
Swingers.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. Are you sad Swingers closed?
Yeah.
Dude, it's that place has been there, what, 25 years, Peter?
Can't believe
it. It's been open long enough that when I first went there, I thought the waitresses were hot. And when it closed, my son thinks the waitresses are hot.
Is that in Glendale?
No, it's on Beverly, by Beverly Center.
Yeah.
Okay, I know where it's at.
There's one in Santa Monica and there's one there.
Yeah.
That's the original.
Yeah.
They got pancakes. So getting back to my arm, right?
Yep.
I get up. I'm wearing, first of all, I'm wearing Daisy Dukes.
Yeah.
No, you're wearing Hulk shorts.
Yeah, I'm wearing Hulk shorts. I'm wearing like
cut
jeans
off jeans
and tennis shoes with no socks, a helmet. I still have my face mask on, but that didn't help shit. I still got hurt.
They don't protect you, bro.
I landed on my elbow. And my elbow right here, it's all black right now.
It's swollen right now?
So you landed right on that shit.
I rode home in pain like this, bro. Like almost, like if I was 9, I probably would have been crying, bro, all the way home.
Better than walking it home.
But when you got home, you didn't ring the doorbell. You didn't knock on the front door. You knocked like really quietly on our bedroom door, which means you came in through the garage and you were like sneaking in. And I was like, what is that? Is somebody knocking?
The door was locked.
Yeah, but you shouldn't have been coming in there. So I go in, I open the door, and then he walks in and goes, I think I broke my arm.
Oh no!
Oh shit!
Felipe came back in like a kid who's ashamed. He like put the bike away. What happened?
But he was like covered in dirt. I didn't even ask.
Get in trouble.
I didn't even ask if you were doing donuts. But
how'd you bail, fool?
I looked, bro, like that some sicarios had me, and I jumped off the truck.
How'd you bail?
Did you go to a doctor?
I was doing donuts. And then I was doing donuts, and then I hit it like.
Oh, so you were doing that, just doing tricks then, and you bailed like that?
Trying to create the cloud.
You gotta create a tornado.
You gotta go back next week, dog. You gotta master that shit, dog.
He thought he was Super Dave, man.
Did you go to a real doctor, or did you just buy?
I don't know, motherfuckers want to ride, dog.
Bro, there was no real doctor, man. They went against crazy.
No, he
First
was.
of all,
It was
I
7
went
o'clock
like-
at night. First of all.
A student doing his residency, eh?
first of all,
7
I
o'clock
did
at
10
night.
minutes of don't touch my elbow.
I had to clean it. It was full of dirt.
Oh,
There's a huge scrape on this side that was like showing like 3 layers of.
damn.
Yeah.
Well, let me
Got
ask.
deep.
Let me ask the most important question,
Yes.
son. Did you learn your lesson?
Hell no, man. Right now, when Rodrigo said that you gotta practice that shit, I was thinking, well, maybe if I take some of the air out of the tires, it'll make the tires softer.
That fool,
Go
and
through
get,
that dirt.
You can
and
a
get
better
some
grip.
pads. Get some elbow pads and shit.
I don't know.
Come back
Felipe,
this week,
I had an elbow injury like that. He has a radial head fracture. It's so they don't.
love
put
that
it,
band.
They don't put that in a. They don't put it in a cast. They just put it in a sling. Or I'm waiting. It should be here tomorrow morning. I'm waiting on this thing, which is like a brace, like a air cast sort of thing.
Full.
Keep his arm safe.
How long for a full
I went
recovery?
to
6
all
weeks.
those little
5.
clinics that you go like
Cool.
when you get hurt, they were
You have an
closing.
STD?
Everybody's
went to
closed.
one I went to one that closed it at 8 p.m.
The street,
Fool, I got there at 8 o'clock and 30 seconds. And I was trying to stand there with my broken arm, bro, like this, like
He got
fucking
mad at
Mel
me.
Gibson and Lethal Weapon, bro.
You don't understand though. Those people at urgent care don't care about you. They're
No.
not like an emergency room. They're
Dude, you
like an
could-
office. And he's like, go up there and check. I said, I'm not getting out of the car because I know they're not going to open the door for you.
Dude, you should have just gone to the airport. There's no one there. You could have gotten that X-ray. Just
Yeah.
So I went to another, man, all these urgent cares are in shady places,
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're all
dude.
in, like,
Little nooks and crannies, huh?
former
Yeah,
office
it's like-
buildings or-
Rent.
They're like next to a
Rent.
cleaners, a laundromat.
Lunch
smoke
next to
shop
Bonds. Yeah.
The one I went to was next to 7-Eleven, and man, I put the I had to get out the car and go over there. That motherfucker was closed, dog.
Couldn't buy no blunt.
you get a free hot dog with every checkup. You
So
go.
I went to at least I started calling at different ones, and I found one in what city was it?
It was Northridge.
Panorama City.
Northridge Van Nuys.
Northridge?
It wasn't.
Hey, fool. You guys should have called Toby Hicks. Let me get the president of Cedar Sinai on the phone.
I know, right? You were probably negotiating. So y'all telling me you can't look at my arm in the parking lot.
Oh my God! We missed a flight with that fool. It was hilarious, man. He wanted to talk to the
Just give
president.
me a
When he was
sling.
drunk and he wanted.
He
an
wanted to
explanation.
talk to the president of United Airlines.
He was trying to get that person.
Wow.
He was trying to get that person to predict when the plane was going to get there. She was like,
Toby Hicks was holding a drink
Ugh.
on the side of that lady while she had 10 other people waiting in line. See, so you're telling me there ain't no other plane?
I know you all got some jets ready and some hanger over there.
And he made he had made a barfly.
She looked like Mary Lou Retton, like the messed up version. The
But
later
that's
years.
when you guys had to make the decision to wait for the flight to come in or just drive to Dallas.
Get a rental.
Through the storm, right?
Yeah.
We went there. We went through security twice, getting ready to do that. And then
I booked your car the moment you said that it was delayed, and I was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna book."
We drove through a tornado. We were getting hit by fucking rocks
from Austin to Houston.
and hail.
Damn, dude.
Dude, so man, we went to that fucking place, dog, that urgent care, and it was open. So luckily there was nobody there, dog. So this fool looks at me and goes, "Listen, man, you're gonna have to get some x-rays." I said, "Where?" He said, "Across the street." And I said, "What's faster, driving or running over there?" He goes, "I was just trying to run over there." Oh shit. So running over there, bro, like And then when I get there, the fucking x-ray technician is a fan. So that fool wants to take a photo.
I said, "Yeah, you could take an X-ray."
Yeah.
That's the photo. We gotta go.
So they
Did you
took the
take one back
x-ray.
in that room?
Huh?
You took a selfie with that guy in that room?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Did you sign your X-ray for him?
So they gave me this thing, dog, and I was out, dog.
But then
Little
they gave him a list of osteopaths to call.
Oh, but take this out. The doctor recommended the highest potency of codeine, dog. but I haven't had no pain. The motherfucker said he gave me those pills, bro. Like I'm a drug addict who's gonna take them though. Yeah, you know what? Hey, I got you, dog. You want codeine? I got you.
You think he was doing you a solid by giving you those? I wouldn't
Maybe.
fill the prescription, but there was no need to
What do
do
you think,
that.
Peter?
He
You've
was
been there.
hooking you up.
Get your ass sleepy as hell, dog.
I think he was
Yeah.
hooking you up, bro.
Yeah, totally.
There's no need for codeine. I had surgery a year and a half ago, and I didn't have codeine. I had.
It's weird because on a
You
jar
have
it
the
said
hookup.
chew them.
Well, because I'm sober, I had a hernia in my umbilical cord,
Who
my
kicked you?
belly button,
Mhm.
and they had to take surgery to fix it. And they told me, and I was, they put me under, and then they asked if I wanted any pain meds, and I'm like, no, I'm not good with that. But they shot me up with extra anesthetic, so I was able to get home and get into bed before all the shit wore off. So
That's
I think that dude was
painful.
hooking you up.
Yeah, because
You
I had
copy.
surgery a year and a half ago, and I had major surgery, and I had both times, and I had 400 or 600 milligram ibuprofen. That's what they gave me, and there are no side effects. There's no high with that, and I
Good
don't know
for the
why they don't
inflammation.
prescribe it for everybody.
Wow.
It was
Did you take the
ridiculous.
codeine, Felipe?
No, we didn't
Fill
we
it.
didn't get them.
Good.
I only took 2 aspirins, Tylenol,
know.
like the day it happened, and ever since then I took nothing.
Like a soldier.
I took
It only hurts
CBD,
when you
nothing,
move
bro.
Yeah.
I'm all right.
Did you take the pain meds like every tough guy in an action movie, just out the bottle? No water.
Bro, I just hold it in, bro, like
Ooh.
Rocky.
You know what I just thought of?
Cut me, Mick.
You should get those gloves that the ice motorcycle guys have with the spikes here. You could go do your donuts and just plant your hand as a base. I think that's what you need to do.
To create the cloud.
Spike gloves.
If you guys haven't noticed already, man, this is a rare Dodger Hawaiian t-shirt.
It's nice.
Steve Howe gave it to me. I had a little bag of Coke in it.
Ooh,
Hey, Peter, you like baseball, right?
I love it.
I used to have a joke. Eric, you like baseball or badminton?
The face
Why are
says
those-
badminton, but I love baseball.
Lacrosse.
I love baseball. I did play rugby though in high school. Just throwing that out.
Really? Mira, muy chingón, eh.
Huh.
That's
He was
dangerous.
worldly.
Bro, you just play football with a bunch of gay guys, dog.
Dude.
That's a tough. Hey, rugby is tough, right?
Yeah.
It can
No
be tough.
helmets.
No, but they don't tackle like football tackles. That's what we think as Americans. We think it's gonna be like a hard because they're constantly moving. So if you watch it, it is a tough sport, but it's a lot quicker.
How they tackle it?
They
It's
push
a
you,
quick
dog.
tackle because you're just trying to get them down and get the ball and keep going.
There's no downs
no
or anything like that,
pile
right?
on.
It's-
Yeah, there's no like Ray Lewis hits where he's like trying to take your head off.
What's that thing when everybody like grabs onto everybody and you can't see the ball?
A circle jerk.
Conga line.
That's what it was. Thank you, Rodrigo. That was it.
No, I know what you're talking about. That happens. That's
That's a scrum.
almost like a safety goal, right?
You're talking about like in the beginning, it's sort of like the
Yeah.
it's the scrum. But
Yeah,
when
we
you
go
get
like
it,
this.
To me, it
they
looks
try
like
to-
a dead Kennedy's concert, like a concert.
Me, to me, it looked like a bunch of people trying to do the beginning of the Monkeys.
Hey, you know that movie Rudy? That's what I thought it was about. Rugby at first. I was like,
And you were all sad, eh?
the cover, dog. I still haven't watched
Hey.
that shit.
They don't make the type of movies no more, huh? Motivational movies like that no more, huh?
You can do it.
For real, bro, like those movies, bro, where the janitor has all the knowledge, eh?
Always the janitor.
Janitor used to be like a professional basketball player back in the day.
Hey, I'll tell you this one. This is a good premise, dog. A janitor with a dirty ass house, fool.
Remember, hey,
That's what you thought. dog.
remember in the Little Rascals, that janitor, he lived under the school?
wait, what?
What?
You don't remember when they went over there because they forgot their homework or they forgot something, and there's like a janitor who lives in the school, like in the school grounds.
I don't remember
Now
that.
I gotta watch again.
Yeah. You sure this is the Little Rascals?
I didn't watch all of them, but I've never seen that one.
It sounds like an episode of Catch a Predator. You sure you watching Little Rascals?
The pizza's here.
I got cookies. What?
So what's up, man? What's up, Martin? Did you see the Florida?
Oh,
The
what
fuck
is
was
that?
Fireworks, bro.
An intruder, eh?
Did you see the Florida project?
I just finished watching it, dude. It's crazy.
It's a good movie, hot dog.
It was a good movie, man.
a
Like,
real good
dude, those
movie.
kids are good actors and actresses.
Dude, real good, dog.
Those kids were so real and so good. That little girl was amazing.
He was amazing.
Peter said, hey, he used to go buy ice cream at that place.
Yeah,
Over there.
Joaquin played in Florida last 3 years, and that place is right by the motel his team stays at.
Wow.
Dude,
But
that's
not
crazy.
The motel in the movie, not the
You
motel in
didn't
the
stay at
movie.
that motel?
No, it's about as good. It's about as good as that motel.
That movie was raw as hell, but it was good. Hey, dude, you know what, Felipe? What I forgot to tell you that one day when we were talking was that, dude, how about when they went back into the diner where that girl works and ordered all that food,
All
dog?
that shit.
Oh my god! Oh shit, dog! Like, you're not gonna stop being my friend without a bang.
Hey, Erik, did you watch it?
I watched it, man. You told me to watch it. I saw it, man. It was
What
cool.
up, dog?
Hey, when you were watching it, did you
Wait,
think that
trashing it.
girl? Did you think she had money for that shit?
No, I did not. When they ordered all that food, I was like, "There's no way this girl got money."
There's no way.
But did you think she was already turning tricks by that time?
I didn't know
yeah.
that.
Oh yeah.
That's
Because
what
I
Yeah,
thought
meant.
she was when they started focusing on the little girl in the bathtub.
Yeah.
That's what I knew.
Go outside.
Because how much is she really bringing in on that perfume? I was like,
I know, right? That's a mad ass hustle, dog, for all that
I
shit.
appreciated the hustle. I appreciated that hustle.
How about you rob that guy's Disneyland VIP passes?
When that fool came back, dog.
Yeah.
When he came back to the hotel, dog. Oh, dude.
Is that the guy that took a piss? Or
He might be
No.
the guy. I don't know. Because we
Oh,
only saw the
that's a
legs of
mystery.
that guy.
Yeah.
dude, Defoe played
Yeah,
it out. He
it's
was, Go ahead,
crazy.
call the cops. We'll explain what you was doing here. I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Dude, that was a good one, dude.
He was great.
Yeah, dude. Totally different character than. That's how he would be
Watching
like
that-
as a real William Dafoe if he wasn't an actor, huh?
Yeah.
That's what it seemed like to me.
Blue collar job. I like
Dude, like so righteous and shit, dude.
watching that movie. I can just feel the humidity of like Orlando, dude. You know,
With that little girl and the little kid were up against the wall where the wings were. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
They looked like they were hot, dog. Feel
So,
that shit.
was it a sad movie to you guys?
Nah.
Not
Was
to
that-
me.
It was sad to me because I lived that life. I lived in a motel for a while with my mom.
I
and
thought
my
it was sad
brothers.
at the end, knowing what was gonna happen. But
Yeah.
you know, like something bad was gonna happen, but you don't know how bad it was gonna be.
But
Well,
wait, you didn't
right.
bawl your eyes out when she has to say goodbye to her friend? And
It was
she can't
sad.
Oh, dude, that was
Oh,
horrible,
my
dude.
God,
Disneyland?
that
But
tears my
what
heart out.
was cool about that little relationship, it started during the movie, remember? When they were spitting
Yeah.
on the mom's car and all that shit, or the grandma's car. But I had a feeling something really bad was going to happen. That's what made me sad. And they didn't really happen that way, so I was a little relieved, but it still kind of sucked.
It's a little
felt
light
like
on the
that.
plot.
I
but-
felt
Yeah,
like
yeah,
there were
I
sad
felt-
moments.
They kicked me in the face or something.
I was so happy that she had that relationship with her friend,
Yeah.
and when my wife and I were talking about it, and to me, it was kind of sweet in the way that, like, even in those circumstances, and everyone here has been in different but horrible circumstances, like people find a way, and I kind of just was rooting for her the whole time, like,
Yeah.
you're gonna find a way. You're
Well,
gonna be
that's the thing. It is, there is a glimmer of hope there. Yeah, I just found it sad and depressing just because that's been
Yeah.
my life for off and on, different people in my life, different situations.
I
But
thought it was sad when at the end when she was telling everybody bye,
yeah,
and then
Yeah.
she still told that lady, "I hope your eye gets better."
Yeah, fool. They care, dude. But those two little girls, they've been through a lot. Even that whole little arson
Yeah.
thing and meeting. And, dude, but how about when that other fool had to move to the South and his dad gave away his toys, dog? Because it couldn't fit? Oh,
well,
shit.
I once had to go to a birthday party for my mom.
Little fool going like this. I'll take that. I'll take that.
I went to a birthday party for my mom's friend's kid, and I had to give her my toy as her present.
all right.
Because we didn't have any money to go buy a present. So like we cleaned up this doll, and I was really sad that we had to give her that present.
would have stole
I
that
had to
shit back.
watch that little girl open that present. That's
Yeah,
sad.
Lisa.
My wife said something pretty smart about it. She
Damn.
was like, it's almost like a female Tom Sawyer, like those two kids, like
Mhm.
off on adventures
Yeah.
by themselves, and like
Yeah.
When they burn,
I'll
when they
say
burn the
that-
house down.
At the same time.
Oh, dude.
I mean, the amount of neglect in the family. But
Oh yeah, no. I was as a parent, I was watching this, and it, you know, now that my wife's working at home and I'm trying to figure stuff out at home, like there goes like 5-minute stretches. I'm like, oh, I don't hear the kids. Oh, I'm a bad parent. They were going full days. I was like, where? No one's even.
that's how I grew up.
yeah.
I
Me
grew up,
too.
get out in the morning and
Me
come
too.
back at night.
Yeah, you don't come back till it's dark.
This is how
Go
we're gonna find out
skateboard.
Peter
Come
burned
back
down
all
the whole-
dirty and shit.
What'd you say, Eric?
You come.
I said we're about to find out Peter just burnt down a whole building right now.
I know.
You got bit by a dog.
My
That's
mom,
crazy, bro.
We used to steal construction materials from like construction sites.
Yeah,
And
make
then
ramps.
we would go try to sell them in front of the hardware store.
I thought this was say we were building forts.
We would go steal stuff, and then we would go to the hardware store and be in front. They're like, "Hey, do you need these screws? You need these wood?"
Oh,
Hustler.
that would have been hilarious if it was like a big thing, like, yo, you need a crane? We got a forklift.
So horrible.
mom
so
wa-
horrible.
my mom would never notice how long we were gone, but she would notice if we had new shit on the way back. So we would have nothing on from over there. No candy, no Doritos, no chips. Because then she started asking questions. Where did you get that money?
Right.
Or like one time, my brother, man, I don't know, he lied. I don't know what happened. He said that some man gave him a ride home,
Wow.
and they probably stole a car. But he said some man gave him a ride home. So my mom was drilling him all night. What did he do to you? Why did he give you a ride home, man? It was a lot. It was 3 hours of that shit.
Interrogation.
That's the thing about this girl, though, the little girl, when you were saying if it was depressing or sad, there is a glimmer of hope that she is, she seems like she's living the life.
Oh, it looks like she was having fun the whole
She has
time.
adapted completely.
She's adapted. She's coped. She's
Yeah.
She was never abused or anything like that, but it was
She
just
doesn't
bad parenting, you know?
Right, but she doesn't see that. She doesn't see she sees a way to get by it every day, just like her mom does. She doesn't know how her mom gets by, but you know, that's a real big difference in when I look at it from my perspective. It's sad because I had a sad childhood, but she says she doesn't seem that way, and she has all this confidence, and she is not ashamed of her station in life. And all that.
Yeah.
She didn't see it like that, but that's completely opposite the way it was for me. But so I do think that she's not sad, but looking into that situation, it's depressing for me.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That people live like that, dude. Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Now that
Everywhere.
director, that director,
Shout out to Dab Queen.
that director
Or
made
by
a
Pitbull.
called Tangerine too. I think.
Oh yeah.
That's what this fool was
I
telling
haven't
me.
seen that one.
I haven't
It's
seen
real good. It's real good, and made the whole movie on his iPhone.
It.
Nice.
Crazy, dog. That's awesome, man.
Really good.
That motivates me, dog. Hey, shout
I'm
out
getting
to
ready for
George
my first feature,
Perez.
dog.
Shout out to George Perez Stories. I was talking to Chivo today, bro. Everything's good. He's
Cool,
gonna be
man.
on next week.
Right on, man.
Yeah.
George on next week.
Fucking dude, that movie was real good though, dude. And
Yeah.
dude, it's just like, dude, no matter how bad it got for that little couple or you know that girl race, she always had money for blunts, dog.
Yeah. Hey, my girlfriend told me about a documentary. It's called Homeless, the Motel Kids of Orange County. It's like these kids that live like these poor. It's the same thing where they live like next to like Disneyland here in Orange County.
You're in Orange County.
Oh, the California Project.
Yeah, it's called it's on HBO. It's called Homeless, the Motel Kids of Orange County.
I want to check it out.
I
On
saw
HBO?
one. I saw one that
I
Lisa
don't think I
told me to
watched
watch. I saw it whistle, but I saw it again last month. It's about these homeless guys who live under the subways in New
Oh,
York,
The mole
and they're
people.
using electricity.
Oh,
yeah. Days of Darkness.
And bro,
Or
they have
Darkest Days.
electricity. These people have dogs. They're living in total darkness, dog.
Dude,
Cool.
there's,
That's-
bro.
that's how we're gonna live when the world ends, dog. Like the final battle, dog.
there's
What's the
so
name of that
many
movie, Lisa?
levels. There's so many levels to the subways.
I think
That's
it's Days
fucking
of Darkness.
crazy.
It was back
Yeah,
in
They have electricity.
1990
They have
or 91.
electricity down there.
Yeah.
Well,
They tap
there's
into
like a
the
old-
public lines and stuff.
Yeah,
But you have to
Fuck.
go from what I because I read one of the books on the mole people. the longer you're there, the more you can go down the levels.
Mhm.
Like the people, like the original people are like down at the bottom level. They run the whole thing.
Yeah, some of them never come up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then
Really?
some of the people towards the
It's
top,
like Demolition
they have to
Man.
go out and get the food and scavenge and do all the stuff.
Dude,
It's a whole
it's crazy how they follow this guy. He pretty much goes into like a rabbit hole, like fucking Bugs Bunny. He goes all the way down, and there's like a little ladder, and down there he's like introducing to all his friends. And this fool
Wow.
he's making gravy and biscuits,
Yeah,
dog.
he's got yeah.
And there's
got
rats
a
everywhere.
skillet.
This fool has a name for the rats. He's like, oh, that's
Rata.
Smokey. I'm gonna get him next week. He's
Hey,
been
guys.
fucking around. He's been trying to get at my fucking Drake cakes. I'm gonna get him.
It's like that scene in Demolition Man when they go
Yeah.
underground.
I just seen that shit, dog. I just seen that movie, dog. Crazy, bro, that you brought that shit up. But I was gonna ask you, is there any fat people down there in the more people? Seems like you gotta get in there all tight, dog.
There aren't a lot of
No
fat people in New
down
York.
there,
I don't think. New York doesn't have a lot of fat people.
For that fool gets stuck
York
like
City.
Tom Hanks in Money Pit, eh?
Dude, but
That's
Demolition
cool.
Man, dude, that shit still goes on today, dog. The shit they were doing in that movie. That shit was ahead of its time like a motherfucker, dude.
I don't think I've ever seen Demolition Man.
Is that
Ahead of its
post-apocalyptic sort of thing? What is that?
Yeah, they freeze them in the
Mad Max.
future, and it's like, it's
Never
it's
saw
all
it.
futuristic, like it's tight. It's
It
really
predict-
good. It holds up.
Is
It
that Wesley
predicted a lot of
Snipes?
things.
And
Yeah.
Rambo, Sylvester Stallone,
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Brett, yeah.
but
Benjamin
Sandra
Bratt.
Bullock, yeah, Benjamin Bratt,
Brad, yeah.
Oh,
The one,
a
You know
lot
what's
of good
funny
actors,
about the-
dude.
is it the one?
You know
with
what's
the
funny
arm
about that movie is that Benjamin Bratt.
Yeah.
What's funny about that movie is that it's the future. And when I was watching that movie, I kind of thought it was stupid because all those songs they know are commercials, like funny commercials.
It's
Like,
jingles,
and
yeah.
right now, everybody knows commercials and they sing
Yeah.
them. Like
Yeah, dog.
1-800 la la la. And the fucking
Cal Worthington, go
Yeah,
see
go
Cal,
see
go
Cal.
see Cal, go see Cal.
Like they know them.
Dude, that movie's
Yeah.
pretty accurate, man. It came out in '93, but the shit, it's pretty accurate.
From self-driving cars to like, dude,
Tablets and all that stuff.
and tracing people, all that shit, dude.
And Wesley
Microchips.
Snipes was Dennis Rodman the whole time.
I know, huh? Come on, dog. Hey, dude, that fool was bad in that movie, dog.
Yeah, it was, dude.
Dude, Wesley
No,
Snipes bad as fuck, dude.
Bro, I like when he fucking runs and kicks that fool to open that gate.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
shit, dude, that fool's bad. Though.
What's up, Peter and Eric? So how did you guys come up with the idea for the cartoon? What was the pitch like?
Well, it started. It was there's another guy, Isaac Gonzalez, who also writes.
I
on
know
this-
him. He used to meet you guys at Swingers too.
Yeah. So me and him started hanging out and just pitching an idea of this sketch, and then from there it turned into like, oh, maybe there's a show here, and that's why we approached Peter because Peter's
He
the
makes
man in Hollywood who knows.
Hell
and
yeah,
can
man.
give us-
Well, I'm the man in
He's the
Hollywood.
man in
Oh,
Hollywood.
you're the man now.
I got the bills to show you that is not true. But all right.
But yeah, but me and Isaac look at Peter as that guy that like if we have an idea that we think might go somewhere, he'd be the one to tell us. He's got that honesty of going, yeah, there's an idea here, or no, there's no idea here. So we came to Peter. We're like, what do you think? And Peter was excited about it, and the three of us started getting together and really just forming this concept of. I'll let Peter explain it better.
It's a nice
Very
guy.
cool, by the way.
It's a nice guy Latino who's down on his luck. He bought into the whole thing of society to like shine it up, put caps on your teeth and be friendly. And it ain't paying off for him. And so he gets a visit from Cricket, who's an angel.
His guardian angel.
It's his guardian angel from the east side of heaven come to fix him. Down on his luck.
Felipe, turn that off.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's echo.
He's watching.
But anyway, that's the cartoon. That's the whole nut of it.
Yeah.
That's very cool, man.
And it fucks up Hollywood and fucks up the business, and we go for it. We're not
So what kind of advice does this little cricket give? Not
You
always
know,
the
grab
best
life-
advice.
grab-
the worst
first of all,
advice you've ever heard. The worst advice you've ever heard.
Yeah.
Grab the bull by the horns. He
Or
said
think
it.
about anytime you go to see your family, the advice they give you. You know what you gotta do, and you're like, oh boy.
When are you gonna get a job?
Yeah.
He
How's the
wants him to,
comedy thing
like,
going?
He wants him to fuck some shit up. And
You
he
gotta
got-
make friends with a guy at UPS, mijo.
Yeah.
the manager.
Yeah.
Tell Paul Rodriguez to co-sign for you.
Listen here.
Yeah, one time, Sebastian's dad, Satina, he
Uh,
told another comic if they could co-sign for him
In
For
the
what?
business.
A car?
to
For
talk to
call?
Hollywood, bro.
To become a star.
Put the kid in the film. Peter, what's up, fool?
Ain't no
We were
band
talking
leader.
about we had Joy Medina last time. We talked about Paul Rodriguez. You know Paul Rodriguez, right? A long time.
For once or twice I met him. I know Joey better.
I remember one time you and I were at a meeting when we were trying to pitch our show with Dustin Ibarra, and then it's funny, man. I died because before we walked into that place, I don't know if you jinxed it, but we ended up getting a deal though. But you said this is the office where Paul Rodriguez freaked out at a network.
That's right. That's right.
Is that why he wrote that play or what?
I was trying not to laugh in a meeting, bro. I was trying to figure out what chair he threw away.
That was at 3 Arts. That was at our manager's.
Oh, shit.
And that's the last time I saw Paul. Was they asked me to meet with him, and I was much younger, and he went off on the business. He was very bitter and very angry, and I just was like a young writer excited to meet Paul Rodriguez, and he got pissed.
I fix sprinklers.
Damn.
You ever
But
been in a situation like that where it just got out of hand at the pitch, where they're not listening to you guys, or you just focus?
I'm pretty good at focusing, but I will do. Eric and I were just talking about the other day. Like when I see if they're not interested, I will start to race through it to just get the hell out.
right.
Like I'll be like, all right.
That's what I was wondering. Like, do other people feel like I wish I could fast forward through this one?
Yeah, like and fortunately, at
The
least when
worst.
we were in our pitches, they were all going good. Like we had a couple places want to buy it, so we did pretty good. But like CBS was an example
CBS is always.
when we went to pitch, and you get in there, and I've worked there before, and you get a sense in the room, and you're like, let's just get through this fast and get out.
Mhm.
Damn.
Wait,
When I left that place,
I
I felt like I left one of those emotional vampires.
Felipe, that is hilarious. The last time we were there, that's how I felt. Man, because
I
it
felt
just
like,
seems to go
did we just meet
right
Colin
past
I
Robinson?
love that show. I love that
it.
show.
Best show.
I have a crush on that girl. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
He likes Armenians.
It's a good looking girl.
She's a good-looking girl. She looks like she's got a little edge to her. I like the one picture where she's in the 80s in the
Mhm.
beginning. That's the right decade for me.
Hilarious, dude.
Like that big hair.
Want to go in fresh.
Fingerless Madonna gloves, hair teased up.
That's hot.
Funny.
She got that little doll.
I like the little doll.
I like the doll too. She was the only one who kept her ghosts around. That's funny.
But we like everybody on that show. That Nandor character kills me.
He's great.
But I like when he goes,
I love
fucking
Guillermo.
guy.
This fucking guy.
This fucking guy. That whole runner they had in that episode about Sup Dog.
Oh yeah.
Remember that?
No,
And Nandor's like, I would like some Sup Dog. I would.
So you guys started pitching the idea, and what happened?
Well, we pitched it to a bunch of places, and Amazon was really the one that got it. They said that they'd often, come into these rooms and people are pitching them like the Latino Bob's Burgers or Latino, and that we just came in and they say in the room, they go, we've not heard anything like this.
Yeah, we haven't heard anything like this, and your point of view was very specific. What we were coming in with. So it wasn't doing exactly what Peter said. It was like, oh, Latino Simpsons, here it is.
Yeah. I think our first part of the pitch was, hey, we're going to tell you an angry show because we're angry. So get ready. And then we just let it go. It was fun. It was a fun pitch.
And then
Did
we
you
watched
guys-
the white
did you-
we watched the white people with the money get uncomfortable. Just
Did you do this through Zoom? Did you pitch
No,
virtually?
no.
or
This
no?
is we sold this in July,
Oh, okay.
and then it took a long time to make the deal, and then I had to finish Iglesias, and Isaac worked with me on Iglesias, and so we really couldn't fully dive into it till we wrapped to write it. Now we're in the writing process.
Nice.
Very cool, man.
Nice.
Congratulations. That's cool.
Fuck yeah, dude. Round of applause, you guys.
Oh, thanks. I still can't get over this New York hat though.
Come on, man.
Now that you told me it's for Ewing, though, I'm down. I like
Patrick.
I like Ewing.
I know. When the last time you went to New York? Or you like Carlos Oscar? You just wear the hat, cover Yankees all day, but never go back.
Representación, coño.
Dude, I was in New York in November for the comedy festival, and then we were gonna go back this summer for my cousin's wedding and hang out with my mother. But
Hey, are you lifting?
This shit went down.
who,
Sure.
me?
Yeah.
No, that's just the angle.
Uber.
The lighting.
Looking like cut up like Billy Blanks and shit, huh?
The lighting and the angle. That's
Flex for us, Eric. Let me see.
that's for my fans only account. That's
Don't forget to put your headphones on, dog.
yeah.
Headphones.
Macho Rizzo needs a high chair for that mic.
He looks awesome
know,
all
right?
back there, huh?
That shit's
Hey,
tall,
Eric.
bro.
I appreciate you. I
You
appreciate
angle it
saying
down?
it's,
That
I
mic,
feel like he's shrinking, bro.
that mic looks like a building, dude.
It's like a metal dildo, bro.
Whoa!
I didn't know that.
Hey.
Hey, he got that microphone at Vince Scully night, eh?
That's an old fucking microphone from the back of the
If you press the button, it says it's time for Dodger baseball.
Over here in the ninth inning.
Oh shit.
Hey, Eric, I appreciate you saying it's fans only instead of OnlyFans, so we don't think that you know what OnlyFans is. That's cool.
I don't know it, but Peter. Shh.
Can't be messing around with your new deal, dog.
Yeah, come on, man. Like, keep it clean for Amazon.
Canceled, dog.
Hey man, Eric, whose pink room you in?
This is our office. We
Don't
painted
be
it because I was
lying.
getting tired of seeing the
It's
white.
salmon, bro.
I
This
thought
is
it
her
was salmon.
office.
I thought it was salmon,
Yeah.
bro.
What they make their fucking candles by Jan or what?
Cheese candy.
It's hamon color, bro.
That's dusty pink. Dusty pink.
But no, that's baloney, dog.
It's Pepto
You know-
Bismol.
You could tell it's her office, really, because of how many pillows are on the couch
Yeah,
back there.
Yeah,
It looks more like Navajo,
Turquoise. No, wait. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like Adobo.
Eric.
Navajo dirt, Navajo clay.
New
That
Mexico.
that looks like a legit urgent care in there.
No, it does.
Where's the window with the lady?
Eric, without turning around, how many pillows are behind you?
7.
I would say at least 6.
Hilarious, dude.
Oh.
That's fine.
Yeah, man. Lisa, she don't stack pillows like that.
I
Like
hate pillows like that.
she don't like it like that, which I'm glad, man. Some people stack the whole bed.
And they have to
their
take them off to
grandma.
get
I
in
don't get
bed.
that.
Who's doing all that work before
I
bed?
don't
I just
get
want to
that.
get in bed.
How about the girl with the teddy bears, eh?
Round one.
Sometimes,
Like
man,
the
you go to
bolsters.
somewhere-
The bolster.
Sometimes people take a photo of their bed and other pillows are raised like they're gonna play pool or something.
I prefer ottoman pillows.
Yeah, no, my wife, I constantly go into the store. She goes, I need more pillows. I'm like, no, you don't. It's ridiculous.
You're gonna suffocate you one night, bro. Should have put a pillow in every section, bro. I'll choke them motherfucker in the kitchen. I'll choke her in the bathroom.
She smothers me with love.
Been preparing for this for years.
That's funny, dude.
I think I'm gonna have to send some pillows over to Martin so he can boost up on that mic.
Please.
Next week you're gonna see his waist.
Yeah. Thanks for the pillows, Eric.
Hey, Mark,
just send all of them to him, man. You can make a big ass beanbag.
just once. Grab it with 2 hands.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah, like,
Hello,
no, go
guys.
like this.
Only fans, bro.
I know. Fans only. Venmo me $5, guys.
And
I'm
right
gonna
now, I'm
daddy, bro.
expecting a little kid to run inside the room with no t-shirt, and Eric's wife to chase him with my grandmother hair. Eh?
Ven pa' acá.
Are you kids asleep? Are they in
No, they're
bed?
still up. I can hear them out there. Just running.
How old are they now?
Did you see the way he looked? He went like this. Oh, they're still up. What's that like, bro? I remember when we had Lisa had her son. He was like 4. Man, he wanted a lot of things, bro, and asking a lot of questions.
Well, he was trying to extend the time that he was.
Active. And sometimes like we will set him to sleep, and then like he won't go to sleep, and we'll forget that he's there, and he's sitting there not 30 minutes. They laughing too, eh?
Yeah, he like joins the conversation.
That's how you do it, dog. You gotta stay awake.
You gotta sneak in, bro.
It's a perfect, good at those segues, dude.
Hey, Felipe.
Good transitions.
I haven't told you. You killed it on Gentefied.
Dude,
thank you, man.
You killed it.
Good role, man. That was some good. That was some
I
good
kept waiting
acting,
for you to
man.
come back again.
Me too.
I know there were scheduling issues because he was touring, and we weren't able.
I watched
shoot,
every
so
episode because I thought you were coming.
Yeah. I think you were supposed to be in the rave episode too, but because you pretty much organized the rave, I think.
Yeah.
Should have delivered the baby,
Story.
bro.
But yeah, he was not available
Got
to
it.
shoot, so it was sad.
Oh man, we had a reading table reading.
Table read.
Oh yeah, with George.
Yeah, we raised like 65,000
Mhm,
That was very cool.
Nice, dude.
Wow.
for Proyecto Pastoral.
mhm.
Hell yeah, man.
How was George?
He was
All right,
good.
it was good, man. He had It's funny because before we saw George, we were all ready. He had Momo Rodriguez setting everything up, and then like
Felipe
you
was
could hear
just
me
bagging
talk,
on him in
but
Zoom.
Momo couldn't talk, right? Because it's not his shit. So I was saying, who the fuck is this bad guy, eh?
Oh my
Fucking Momo snuck in. Momo Rodriguez snuck in again. This guy snuck into the fucking release to the rap party for Gentefied.
He
Snuck
did.
into a golf course.
You'll be seeing him on season 2.
How does he sneak in? He's so big.
Camouflage, bro.
You think
there's
that fucking hop a fence? Come on, dog.
Rodrigo, I was rewatching the episode with Momo because I want James to share a clip from that.
Uh-huh.
Where he talks about sneaking into the golf tournament for George, and Felipe said, "How'd you sneak in? Did you dress up like a golf cart?"
Come on, dog.
Funny,
I died so hard. I laughed so hard.
Peter, the way that Momo Rodriguez snuck in, he knew. Remember what was George's manager back then? His partner, that woman.
Linda, or no, Leslie Collins Small.
Yeah, he knew that name.
Yeah,
Momo knew that
he
name.
called her Linda, and I was like, Linda, I think it's.
Yeah, he
Linda."
knew that name, and he threw that name at the golf course, and of course, her name was gonna be there, but she ain't gonna show up. So
Damn.
he fucking used her name to get in.
Wow.
This meet by chance, this chance meeting like seems calculated to me.
But he also
crazy.
saw Emilio going in, and he went.
He
He
saw
was like, "Hey,
Emilio.
what's up?" He's trying to jump on that little acquaintanceship they had at the time, and Emilio was like,
Get your fast
kind of
away
turned
from me,
away.
Oh
'cause
my
he knew he
God.
was sneaking
And
in.
Peter looked at and Emilio looked at him the way Peter looks at Ernie G at a Gabriel Iglesias event.
homie. Call security, home.
Yeah. was
But
funny.
it worked. That's
Anyway.
He
crazy.
got in though.
That's crazy that it worked.
Dude, you know what Robert
Got
Blake
in.
did, right? He's playing.
He snuck into a concert too.
He's not getting a lot of stuff.
He said he was Ramon Ayala's son.
I mean, he swallowed his son.
He's got the same kind of hat as the Gentefied guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they got it the same hat maker.
Hey,
that's
so
a good show, man.
me and Rodrigo were talking about like when we're little kids. I don't know, like I guess I was the same age as that little girl. I guess when we don't have no television, but those kids don't have they have television and internet. But we would just go out and be adventurous, man.
Yeah, me too,
Like,
bro.
I would walk far, bro. Like that walk that little girl did, that's a fucking long ass walk.
Dude, you see how far that fire was away? That smoke, dude. Crazy, dude.
Running to Disney World, bro. That's a whole that's the size of San Francisco, Disney World. Imagine just going that's That's far, dude.
That's
Dude,
all day, dude. That's like 12 hours, dude. When the sun's
I was
out.
getting mad because I was looking at my Apple Watch going, she got her steps in. I need to get up and go do something.
This fool on the fitness tip.
But if you guys notice, because you can't
Hilarious,
film
dude.
anything at Disney World or Disneyland that's not Disney related, so that's why that footage looks kind of different from the film. It looks like it's either from like a different camera or like an iPhone.
Well, isn't it they snuck in?
Yeah, they snuck it to film that.
And I guess when the movie went to some festival, the
They got
Disney
dinged?
saw it, but then it won an award, and they kind of were like, "This
Out
is
of our
never gonna
hands
be a
now.
big. There's never going to be a big movie,
Yeah.
and we're going to look like assholes, so we're going to let it go."
Mhm.
That's what I heard happen.
Yeah, Disney's pretty on it, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. There's a
You know what
scary
they're doing?
movie.
You know what Disney's doing right now with Wizards?
What's that?
Look this up. They are, because it's on Disney Plus, they're blurring all of Maria Canal's cleavage, the mom.
What?
There's articles about it. Like, what the fuck, Disney? Like, she's not, it's a kid show. She's not showing much, but I guess they're making sure they're blurring her whole chest area in all these episodes. They're spending
That's
money.
nuts.
That's what they're
That's
spending their
crazy.
CGI money on?
No titties on the Wizards, bro. No bosoms.
Wizards of Waverly Place.
No
I need
bosom.
Wow.
to know, man.
Where everybody's clean and decent.
But we're gonna see Nicolas Cage big ass forehead in that treasure movie.
That's an abomination.
National treasure. Gotta get out
Dude,
of
did
here.
you see National Treasure, bro?
I've seen all of them, yes.
Bro, it's like Indiana Jones with a big budget.
Yeah, oh, dude, even though it's a hack-ass movie, it was a good movie, dog, but it's the same shit, dog. Same fucking shit.
I liked it, eh?
It's like the Goonies to the 50th power, dog.
Yeah.
With the better treasure map, fool.
But doesn't it have conspiracy theory stuff in it too?
Yeah,
Like the
yeah,
Oh,
Templars-
yeah.
Da
Templars
Vinci
and
Code and
stuff.
all that stuff.
Mhm.
It gets deep. It gets deep.
They have a conspiracy in part 2 about the Liberty Boys. They were the Confederate guys. They were supposedly they were gonna go get this money from Mexico and then and fund the war and win back the Confederacy.
Hell yeah, dude. That's all that Alex Jones shit, dog, right there. Crazy.
He's a hero, right? Alex
I know
Jones is-
some Alex Jones, man, but what happened this weekend, Rodrigo?
I'm telling you, it all goes down because of Bohemian Grove. All these people don't need to wear masks. What they need to do is take some vitamin E and do jumping jacks. They're going to be cured. In fact, they're giving out antibodies.
See, he's a hero.
Happy Memorial Day weekend. Eat more hot dogs.
What
I
are we
hear
gonna do
Rush
without
Limbaugh is
Twitter?
not doing well with his radiation treatments. He's not doing well.
Ladies and gentlemen, I need a smoke for this national treasure. You never used to hear that Rush Limbaugh show? He would say, America's national treasure.
Oh, I know.
Dude, in the intro, all crazy, dude.
Hey, you think that's big, man, for Twitter to put a fact check on President Trump's tweet about mail-in votes? Is that big?
You know what? TikTok does that when you post videos about coronavirus. Stuff.
Well, a lot of apps do that. Are you
Yeah.
sure this is like true information,
True.
factual information, and all that?
More about the facts, yeah.
So they're really not the first ones to do it.
No, they're not censoring Trump. He
They're
can't
just-
say they're censoring him. Everybody could go see his tweets. It
I
has a
just
little
go to
asterisk
TikTok
there.
for
An asterisk right there, like
Yeah, it's just like, hey, well, if you want to look up some other information that disagrees,
a
with you,
disclaimer
there
right
it
there.
is.
Boom.
There it is. It's not censorship at all.
Yeah.
He just wants to cause a stir.
Yeah, exactly.
He's supposedly going to sign some executive order tomorrow or Thursday is tomorrow.
What about?
Something related to social media. Now he doesn't have any power to shut that down. It'll go
Man.
to courts immediately.
If you couldn't get Apple to open up that guy's email, you're going to get that happening, bro.
Oh,
It's a private company. They can censor
Yeah.
speech
Oh, yeah.
any way they want, but they're not censoring it here. They're putting a little note here. If you want further information that might be
Even
that might
if
be
you,
counter to this.
It's basically saying your professor might be drunk.
yeah, and
he
even
doesn't
if they
like
try,
any-
Fuck out here.
He doesn't want any dissension at all. He
Oh,
just-
dude, fuck
he
no,
has-
dude.
And
But
even
that's how they fuck with them, you know what I'm saying? And that's how they make everybody on the outside go, oh my God, they are doing something to censor people. Trump is right. It's bullshit.
So there were some people who are kind of like not that smart. They said boycott Twitter. Bro, you're on Twitter.
Exactly, dude.
I know. Before they delete your ass, dog.
Dude, Trump supporters for reals, man.
Crazy, dude.
It makes me laugh when people call for a boycott and you see nobody take that action. Like,
Oh, dude, that's just.
remember when
That's,
Monique was like, "We need to boycott Netflix," and everybody was just like,
Like, you're right, all right, Monique. But let me just finish, man. Our friends from college, eh?
Hey, cool. Yeah, totally. But that's also like going on Facebook Live or like Instagram Live, and you got one person looking at you. Just turn it off, bro.
Yeah.
Turn that shit off, dog.
At Netflix, the whole year I was coming to that lot that was protesting one woman with a sign who wanted them to do another season of OA.
I used to see her. I dropped Katie off, and
she was determined.
Talk about representing, dog.
Oh, every day she was there.
Dedication.
OA.
I don't know.
It was a sci-fi show.
Yeah, it's like fuck. Come on, bro. It's like the Unsolved Mysteries of sci-fi.
It made me
That's
laugh.
funny,
Yeah, and she's that
The only
Facebook
fan.
Live person with that one viewer. He was like, everyone's gonna come out for this. And
Damn, for real.
Never had a boyfriend. Got 27 cats.
Shout out to Joe Rogan. He got $100 million, bro, from Spotify.
Oh,
For his
Fucking wild,
podcast.
man.
That was podcast exclusively on Spotify, video
how much
and
did
audio.
you get? You could get that.
I would
No.
offer $1,000 to stay in All Things Comedy.
What's great? What's great is he doesn't have to worry about selling ads now because it's
Yeah.
probably gonna be ad free,
Right.
right? So that's load off now. You don't.
Does he get a percentage of the ads?
Fuck yeah.
Where ads? There's no ads on Spotify. Well, I mean,
he can read his own. He can read his own ads on.
oh, you mean his own things? I guess he could do his own thing if he wanted. I don't know.
But that's chump change compared to fucking.
$100 million.
Yeah.
Who has the most episodes on a podcast? He does.
Mark Maron?
Mark Maron.
Yeah.
No, Adam Carolla, dog.
Oh, Adam too.
Corolla.
He's the actual first podcaster,
Because
dude.
he was doing like 4 a week, right?
Yeah,
So,
he
for a
stacks them
while.
up.
Yeah, Joe does 3 now, right? A week.
He's like, bro, I'm gonna buy a planet with my $100 million.
You could, yeah.
Let's buy the moon, Rasa.
That's funny, man. Mega Man, we're trying to have 5 episodes a week sometimes.
Hey, bro, nobody listened to the first 2, bro. You know what I'm saying?
He's gonna be on en la que buena.
What a dick, dog.
Give us some Mega Man, bro.
I don't know how that fool talks, but I know. Sidekick Eddie, Sidekick gonna be on next week with George. He used to do a funny impression. He talks like a little bridge, bro.
He has a high. He's kind of a talker.
I heard he talks like a little mouse. But hey, dude, a shout out to Mega Man, dog. That's what you live for.
That's a fan. That guy's up
Hey,
in the
but
cheese man, dude.
That fool's cool though, dog.
That's
Respect.
funny. That's just a guy who's a fan who delivers beer all day. And he goes, you know what? I listen to podcasts while I fucking on my routes. Maybe I should start a podcast. Mega podcast.
Fool, it goes back to what we were talking about earlier. You can do it, Rasa.
That's the next.
And now I have the Mega Man podcast. I had MC Pancho on the show.
Look at that. They did after the Mega 100 day after they canceled that shit.
Eric,
Fuck out of here.
No account that we had that we liked. Ink Junkies. You ever see that account?
No.
Which one?
Ink Junkies.
Ink Junkies. No.
Gotta check him out. He just drives around and delivers to liquor stores, and
then he does his dance.
He was the guy we used for the idea for cricket.
That's Mega Man's dad, eh?
Yeah.
Rodrigo, we gotta write the movie. He's doing the delivery, and all of a sudden, a wise janitor comes like a Mega Man.
Right.
Hey, Eric, are you really walking in the morning, or you just do that video and go back inside?
This fool's running, dog. he slows it down for us, dog.
I go for runs in the morning, and then that's what I do after. I got to do them after the run because if I do it too early, I only got 24 hours to respond, and I don't want to get up that early.
You didn't answer my question. I answered. You asked a question, and I answered, and you didn't say nothing.
About what?
I remember after one of your runs, you had your ask me anythings, and I was like, "Hey, man,
hey, bro."
You just shined me on. It was crazy.
Hey, bro, when you and Johnny Rocket gonna do a a running video like fucking Apollo Creed and Sylvester Stallone in the beach, bro.
In the beach, yeah, yellow and red shirts.
I can already see
In
it.
the water, just
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun,
No, they're playing.
Oh,
Keep
damn.
on fighting.
Getting stronger.
Yeah. You know what's up, dog?
Ready.
Hearts on fire.
You hear the ocean
dude.
hall.
Hey, bro, my favorite Rocky one though. I love part 1 because that's just classic. Because it's a real one. But fucking the one with Mr. T, bro, that's badass, eh?
Clubber Lang,
bro. That's
Bro,
what
I
Mickey
didn't know that
dies.
Mr. T was pretty much taking parts of Roberto Duran's lines when he was calling out Adrian. Hey, maybe one day, maybe you need a real man to call me up.
Wow.
Roberto Duran told that to Sugar Ray to psych him out.
Gives Adrian a little wing combo.
I did not know that. That's cool.
Yeah, I saw it in a Roberto Duran movie on fucking Netflix.
with Robert De Niro,
Yeah, he was a man. He was like a
Yeah,
manager,
dude.
right?
corner guy. Yeah.
Remember we watched that Chuck Wepner documentary, Felipe, Somewhere on the Road? The
Yeah, dude.
actual
The one that got knocked
Rocky
out.
The
story?
original Rocky, right?
Yeah,
That's
dude.
where the story comes from.
It's funny. He could relate to every movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had a sue Stallone to get money back from that story.
Yeah, dude.
You know that fool's off.
Hey, who was the boxer that was in a Rocky movie, but he also had AIDS?
Tommy Morrison.
Tommy Gunn. That was Rocky 5, yeah.
Isn't that crazy, dude? Fuck. That's the only time that fool didn't strap it on and got the virus. Put on your mask, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Tommy Morrison was like you could tell like he loved boxing, but he was gonna party too, eh?
Oh fuck yeah, dog. He used to slip away, dog.
Yeah, he had it in his eyes, bro. Like
he's like Gandolfini, dog.
Party and eat.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But that fool was original, like the next like great white hype, dog. You know what I mean? There hasn't been a heavyweight since Marciano, even though he's Italian, still a white dude. You know.
He got a chest implant, didn't he? Because he was trying to
crazy shit at the end. He was like he looked like Mickey Rourke in The Wrestler, dog.
Fuck.
Don't forget to do your push-ups, brother.
But Mickey looks okay now, though, right? He looks all fine now.
Yeah, I mean, as fine as you can be being fucking stabbed with all those needles, but fuck it, you know what I mean?
Hey,
I went to Hello?
Peter, were you living in LA in the late 70s?
No, I didn't get here till late 80s, early 90s.
Because they had the anniversary 2 weeks ago of Rick Monday grabbing that flag before they burned it.
Oh yeah,
Dodger Stadium.
Remember that?
Bro,
Kid.
Growing up, my dad and all his friends, they said those guys were Cuban, and they were trying to protest the burning. And then when Lisa looked it up, it took her a while to find out who the fuck those two guys were.
Yeah.
And then it ended up being
about them.
It ended up being a father and son. But
They were protesting the treatment of their wife and mother in the hospital.
What happened? What was that all about?
Cuban and
That's
not
all.
Cuban.
They weren't Cuban, but Felipe's dad, I guess, called them Cubans, and some people they all thought it was a
Peter,
political
who did you think did it?
I thought whatever I last read was the Cubans, or like it was some sort of war protest, maybe.
political
Yes!
protest.
Yeah.
They stopped talking to those people, and they also didn't even interview. Nobody questioned them after the whole incident happened. Everything just got swept under the rug, and everything.
Wow.
They went with that false narrative.
Mhm.
That's crazy, man.
By the way, that's why Alex Jones is my hero. He doesn't believe in any false narratives.
It was never
Gio, give us some Cubans trying to burn a flag in the fucking Dodger Stadium.
Mira, coño, que yo no tengo fuego para terminar, para plantarle el fuego en esta bandera. Coño. Yo estaba aquí
funny,
con...
bro. When I saw that it was the anniversary, I was gonna call up Joe Diaz and ask him if his uncle knows those Cuban guys that burned that flag.
Let me tell you, that was fucking me, cocksucker.
I was so high. I'm glad I didn't call because that fool would have yelled at me, bro.
Fuck you, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Chico, what would we have said? Hey, you calling me for this, cocksucker?
You know what I'm saying? You should have called me that fucking Rogan got a deal. I need a raise, cocksucker. It's 2020. This pandemic got me upside down. Hey, fool, I got that little bobblehead, dog. That Rick Monday one.
A cartoon, cocksucker.
That's what I'm talking about right there, the voice of reason. Fuck it. I'll be the cricket. I'll be the fucking cricket. Science.
Did you see the story of Kirk Gibson that was in the paper like yesterday, day before about how he turned that whole team around when he got there in the spring, about how somebody pulled a prank and they put a bunch of shoe polish in his cap.
Wow.
And he was new to the team.
That's pretty funny though, dog.
And I guess he took his cap off and a bat boy was like, "What's going on?" And he saw it. And I guess he got so pissed. Like he left the field, spring training, went up
back to Detroit
and said, "Fuck this, I'm out of here." And he went to the locker room and he told Lasorda, "You send whoever fucking did this to the locker room and I'm going to beat their ass." And
he's like, "I did it, dog."
Out until you send them. So then the story goes that Lasorda spent like 5 minutes pacing up and down in the dugout till he figured out who was the player that was the most expendable. And I guess he called down to the bullpen to some guy that never made it out of spring and was like, "Hey, go to the locker room. Kirk Gibson wants to talk to you."
Oh, wow.
So he just sent a guy off to get his ass kicked so Kurt would come back. It's great.
So was that the
sacrificial lamb, baby?
What time?
Considered blackface for Kirk?
Yes, so I guess so.
One time there's baseball player named Jay Johnston. He was like the king of practical jokes. I read that in spring training, he tied up Tommy Lasorda's hotel door room to a palm tree, so he couldn't get it open.
It's hilarious, dog.
Damn, that's crazy.
And what's the name? Chan Ho Park. That motherfucker karate kicked one of those Dodgers, bro, to trying to do a practical joke. I guess they'll play that shit in Korea.
Hell nah, fool.
Thought karate was from Japan, but I learned.
What's up, fool? So what else you got going on, Erik Rivera?
Not much, man. Just in lockdown here, going live. I see you going live in the mornings. I got the special out, Super White, that just launched on HBO Max. It launched today. HBO Max.
Right on, man, dude.
HBO Max, dude. That's cool.
Yeah.
How many HBOs does HBO have now?
They got it.
Seven.
Seven.
HBO Max is supposed to tie them all together.
They have HBO today, HBO tomorrow.
HBO Max is like their Netflix and their Disney Plus, right? It's all like it's all Warner Brothers content.
Yeah. And they have a Spanish one, HBO Maximo.
They got them all. HBO Comedy, HBO Family, HBO Dysfunctional Family.
Yeah.
I didn't know that HBO was owned by Warner Brothers or Warner Media or Ted Turner, right?
Yeah, they just merged together.
They merged everything together.
It's owned by the deep state, Martin.
But doesn't AT&T own all that? Doesn't
so if you have an AT&T phone, you get it for free on your phone.
AT&T owns Warner Brothers, owns it all.
Owns them too?
Yeah.
I think they own it all. I think.
I thought it was Viacom.
I'm not sure. Let me look.
Man, we need an antitrust lawsuit.
So much here.
So has anyone done a club gig in this world where they do club gigs like this or no?
Not yet, man.
Clubs are opening up. I saw Texas is opening up. I heard Miami's opening up in a week or two.
IE is opening up,
Are you
dude.
gonna be nervous to do it with a crowd?
Yeah. Ron Williams did a little show in Utah.
A little show.
I should say little because he's little.
Yeah.
What's wrong, Felipe?
It's reduced capacity.
I heard he did a show in the tour bus.
25% of the people there.
That's the thing. They're going to be, all these clubs are going to really just be struggling, I think, for a while.
They're going to
opening 25, 50%.
No, they're going to raise the prices on drinks.
If you're on stage, do you have to wear a mask or what's the deal?
No.
I don't think so. But the servers do, right?
Servers do. And I think the customers might even in California.
On stage, I'm going to wear a mask because I'm working on my ventriloquism now.
Oh.
I want to say congratulations to you for saying that word. You said it confidently, and you said it like you knew what it meant. It was great.
I remember years ago going to the Popeye's Chicken in like Compton, and they had like the plexiglass or like the bulletproof glass. I was like, this is ghetto.
That was to not get murdered, dog.
Now everybody has it, you know? Like
that was where they used to have the plexiglass, and they had the turntable where they would put
Yeah.
your in,
Yeah.
and they
That was like
Jack in the Box.
that was like plexiglass out of bank though.
Now
But yeah,
everybody
that's
has it now.
Yeah, that's the way the banks and the post offices are in New York.
yeah.
So they're all like that.
That's how we're gonna deliver our jokes. Just
Yeah.
It's funny, man. I was talking to George Perez. That fool, he had just got him booked like in like a one-nighter, two-nighter at the DC Improv, and that show was about to be back. Then the quarantine started.
Damn.
Sucks.
That sucks, man.
That's crazy.
25%.
Yeah. Hey, I was telling Rodrigo about how like the pandemic affected Chuck E. Cheese pizza. Because nobody wants to buy their pizza, right? Or their wings. So if you go on Grubhub, they change your name, you know, and they were fucking like catfishing people. They changed your name to Pasquale's Pizza and Wings.
What?
Why is it called Pasquale Pizza and Wings?
Because that's the name of the chef in the cartoon characters of Chuck E. Cheese. The dirty fucking guy with the curls and the guy that plays the drums in the robot band.
That's a fucking.
Are people falling for it?
oh yeah.
So people were looking up because they're like, wait, I've never heard of Pasquale's Pizza and Wings. So they
Yes, you
looked
have.
up the address and it was Chuck E. Cheese. So they would call like, hey, is this Chuck E. Cheese pizza? Like, oh no, they cook their food. They cook their food in the same kitchen.
They went out of business, so we started a new business.
That's
Boyardina, Marone.
no here no more.
If anybody's tuning in
sounds
right
like
now, looks like Marquis, a
You
little
sound
kid
like a-
giving us Chuck E. Cheese news. Hey guys,
Quesadilla.
I can't believe what happened to Chuck E. Cheese.
The kid hour, bro. The kid hour.
100% mozzarella.
Pasquale's Pizza.
So why is Chuck E. Cheese doing that?
Because nobody wants to buy their fucking pizza.
That's
Would you buy
scandalous.
Chuck
That's
E.
false
Cheese?
advertising, though.
I
Or
know,
would you
huh?
buy pizza from Chuck E. Cheese?
If nothing else was open, I would.
Hilarious, dude.
I'll be like, send me some tokens, dog.
Yeah, somebody
I know, throw in some tokens for later.
Hey, somebody found out it was Chuck E. Cheese because there's a ball from the ball pit inside the fucking bag.
There should give me some tickets.
You ever
Fucking
take your
Pasquale,
kids
dog.
Fucking Pasquale.
Huh?
You take your kids there, Eric? Ever?
No, not that Chuck E. Cheese. It just feels very germy.
Dirty,
I went
right?
once. I went once with my
You know what's
son.
funny,
Don't
man?
touch those
I
COVID
bet you the
balls.
mall is gonna get rid of that fucking slimy ass jungle gym in the middle of the mall.
Yeah, dude.
That's where all the kids play at.
There's always that one kid with the runny nose, just touching everything. You just, ooh.
Ooh.
That's
That animal out of
disgusting.
here.
I
How about
remember
that-
first.
How about that kid that's crying because he wants to use your son's toy, and then the mom asks you if you ask your pretty much demands you to have your son loan it to him.
That's horrible, dude.
I'll be like, bitch, we're going home. Fuck your son.
Hey, I remember in first grade, there's this one kid that always had a runny nose, and for his birthday, we went to his party. They didn't push his face in the cake because he always had a runny nose. Because we're not gonna spread the mocos, you
That's
know.
another thing you can't do.
Gross.
You can't blow out candles anymore, right? You can't do
Can't-
that anymore.
Push
Yeah.
kids' faces in the cake anymore.
Yeah, so no
Yeah.
trick can.
Bro, you
But
can't throw
Lisa
it
said that
at somebody's face. You just can't throw the whole cake in people's face anymore.
You could always do that.
Oh,
that
yeah.
the coronavirus travels with a big crowd when everybody's laughing
Yeah.
or everybody's
Singing.
clapping like in a concert.
No,
like if
singing.
somebody's singing, the vibration of the sound and voice.
Yeah, it was.
Just sing along to the lyrics.
Yeah, it was a choir, a church choir that they had studied, and 52 people and 40 of them got it.
Motherfuckers can't.
got COVID because they were. It was through the singing though. That's what they figured out. The sustained like vibration of. It was more than just
It's-
chit chatting or breathing in the same area.
I was gonna say that motherfuckers
Karaoke's
can't,
over.
can't be Christmas caroling this year, huh?
Who's gonna be talking about? Yeah, I got sick singing on the JJ Wentworth commercial.
What, Eric?
So you think if people are laughing, we're more prone to catch it?
That's
what I'm
thinking.
saying,
I'm
dude.
just extrapolating to
Oh.
laughing because it's a lot of ha ha
They're gonna
ha.
start booking early G, bro.
Hey, stop, dog. You've been fooled, dog. Hey, how about just a fat motherfucker in the back laughing? Ha ha ha! Dude, dude.
Oh yeah, that dude means a reality, dog.
A lot
How
of
are those fools that cough and laugh?
How about one of those 600-pound life fools that gets wheeled in there, dog?
What are you
Oh, yeah.
talking
It's gonna
about?
be
Like I'm talking about like Saturn people
We're at
laugh
a
harder
show.
and spitting
Oh.
shit
We're at a
out.
show, and then wheeled in a dude at the show, and he was pretty much laying down.
Was it Dallas?
This is
Improv?
Texas?
Yeah, when you started
Texas.
talking to that fool, dog, and he started replying to you with his computer, with his communication
Yeah.
device.
Who is
remember.
Ernie G?
Oh.
Somebody's got to tell me who Ernie G is.
Look him up, dog.
There's a lot of clubs gonna be booking these comics that bomb just so they don't crash it.
He's a comic who has become a motivational speaker over the years. He doesn't do comedy
No
anymore.
more.
Does, like,
But
Only
he does all of his old comic friends
Yeah.
act
Will he
in
motivate
his
me?
motivational
If I let
Yeah.
him out,
speeches.
will he motivate me?
he
Only if
only
you're
uses,
like a freshman girl.
He
He only
does
uses-
colleges. Yeah.
only uses microphones attached to
colleges.
well, what is that shit called? A podium.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does a lot of college gigs, like for Chicano organizations and stuff.
Yeah.
like that.
Mecha and all that shit, huh?
I'm not gonna look him up. I'm not gonna look him up.
Be psyching them out and shit.
But he shows up at a lot of places. He showed up backstage when Felipe was doing the show with George Lopez.
I
And
can host, bro.
Felipe's manager at the time, and I could not get
For real,
backstage.
dog.
And he ended up in
Really?
his dressing room. Yeah, like
Tell him, bro.
He snuck in and did his little thing.
Was it Lopez tonight?
No, it was.
Yeah.
It was. No, Viva la
A
Risa.
Lopez Tonight show with Chris D'Elia.
It was
George Lopez hosted.
Viva las Risas is what it was.
Viva la Risa.
And it was he did like 2 or 3 of those shows.
There are some people that I won't name that I sneak up that are where I don't want them to be a lot.
Well, censor the names. You can say.
No names. Bro.
Between us.
Fuck
It
him.
was initials.
No, I'm talking about writers. Writers that just are like, hey man, I'm still here. I want to be a writer. And you're like, I don't know why you're on the stage right now.
Hilarious.
I'm the sniper when you need one.
Right?
For real, man. Like, so when people hit me up, they want to be a comedian, and I already give them everything they need to do. They keep emailing back. You think I'm too young at 24? And I'm like, listen, motherfucker, just do it, dog.
Do it.
I know,
I'm
huh?
gonna tell them when I started, bro. I didn't have the convenience of emailing Eddie Murphy, bro.
Yeah.
I just did it, motherfucker.
Huh? I want to be a comedian, Mr. Murphy.
Well, you're a motivator like that then.
Just like when Freddie Soto,
Tough
he
love.
was driving Richard Pryor, and Freddie Soto, Richard Pryor asked Freddie Soto, "What do you do?" So no, I'm a comedian too, Mr. Pryor. Oh, so Paul Rodriguez trying to get his whole family in now.
Hilarious. That's fun.
That's that party, bro. That Whoopi Goldberg party where Freddie Soto said that Paul Mooney stole like 2 pies.
I need to get myself a bean pie. Mexican beans.
Mr. Mooney, why are you taking those pies? Oh, that bitch could afford more.
Shit, I'm a contract the baker to bring it to my house.
So did Freddie was a limo driver too?
For him, yeah.
I miss Freddie. I love that guy.
Wasn't he picking him up for the Comedy Store? or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah, driving that van, the little Astro van they had.
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
Crazy.
Eric, when is your next show?
Man, I don't know, man. I got nothing on the books.
What about Utah? It sounds like you could go to Utah.
Yeah, wise guys, huh?
Arizona.
Miami Improv is open, man, June 1st.
Yeah, Miami's open.
All those dirty people out there.
Also, the Arlington Improv, all the improv in Texas are going to open up.
We're not sure.
With
when his next show is.
25% capacity, dude.
I saw
You can see-
LOL was open this past weekend.
His next show is supposed to be Jacksonville. We dropped Miami. Miami's going to go to another time.
Hey, did
But
anybody go to
Jacksonville,
that-
Florida.
Anybody
Or
go to
Elkhorn
that
County.
cruise on Van Nuys Boulevard Sunday night or Monday night? You know what I'm talking about?
No. I saw it on TikTok though. It was like,
What
yeah, it looked
happened?
pretty cool.
It was funny. I was texting with a friend and I was just saying, I bet you there's car clubs that love that nobody's driving around right now.
Oh, fuck
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
And then
dude.
they were like, "Oh, there's gonna be 500 cars at Burbank and Van Nuys tonight."
Oh, wow. No,
so
I
I
didn't know
texted
about
the
it.
boys and we went, and it was really fun and cool. Really fun.
Oh, I did not know.
But there was a lot. There were some car clubs that were wearing masks and social distancing, and then there were some that were just like, let's get it all out now.
Hey, Peter, I've seen some car clubs that like stop traffic and they'll do donuts in the middle of the street.
They were doing that. They were doing that, and they were
ghost.
right on the boulevard instead of off in a parking lot. It was great.
Dude, I was
riding that whip.
driving and I was tripping out because I was like, am I the only one that's not in it? Because everybody was just getting out of the cars. I was like, what the fuck? Like,
hard to be in it in a Nissan Sentra.
You're stuck in your Nissan.
My youngest was like, we were in my truck, and my youngest was like, hey, we're gonna park and get out, and when does it start? I'm like, dude, we're cruising, we're in it, you're inside the thing. You're gonna go all the way to the end and turn around and come back. Like, that's what it's gonna be.
That's funny.
Crazy, dude.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll have a show until July. We'll see.
Kept asking
July?
me,
Damn.
Looks like it.
he kept asking me.
Once you guys are just gonna go out and running as soon as they open up.
Well, yeah, we keep moving dates back. Like he has 3 shows already booked for July. Well, they've been waiting. So one's California, 2 are California, and one's in Houston. So I don't know if they're gonna happen.
I had a private show to do in Chicago.
That's still on for September.
Yeah, and it was supposed to be for charity, man. And I don't even know if they're gonna even make any money now with 25% full.
Yeah.
I know, man.
That's another thing.
Do you think clubs will do like the 25%, but then also offer like a Zoom link so you can watch it at home live?
I hope not. No.
I think they're just gonna add more shows
out there.
No,
I think
comedians. Well, not all comedians are gonna go buy into that. We ain't doing that.
But I think they're just gonna add more shows, throughout the day, like start early and then to make up their money.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna have to do 100 shows in a week to make that up.
It is. You're not gonna be able to
make
it.
Selling out weekends.
Maybe you'll do shorter sets. No.
People won't like
Fuck,
that.
why even go out there then?
Do parking lots, bro.
I'm gonna see Instagram. I got 5 on Tuesday, 5 on Wednesday, 5 on Thursday.
Yeah, the whole week.
They'll probably change the drink minimum to 10.
Yeah.
Who's gonna get fucked up, huh? You're the funniest motherfucker I've ever seen. That's what you said last time, dog.
For the comedy clubs, are gonna have wheelbarrows, bro.
Oh, dude.
But you know what? You can charge more because now it's gonna be almost like kind of like a private show, Like it's gonna be like a luxury for sure now,
Well, it's just that prices all around are gonna go up because they
for
have to
everything,
get some sort of money. But the talent's gonna get paid less because it's all based on the door. Everything we do is based on the door, and if nobody shows up or 25% is showing up, there's no door deal. So.
I'm gonna have to start selling shoes after the show.
Start selling hand sanitizer, bro.
Hey, a lot of fools gonna come back talking about, man, these chairs got smaller. Because you don't notice how fat you are till you go sit somewhere else.
People are gonna pretend to be Siamese twins so they can more go to the shows.
You think
they're gonna be like, yeah, man, we all live together, all 30 of us.
You think the clubs are gonna change their drinks? Like, all right, we got Theraflu on the rocks, we got some Benadryl.
Some hydrogen peroxide or whatever that shit's called.
Hydroxin.
That's my last name. Hydroxin.
It's gonna be tough, man, because you gotta pay rent, fucking man, drinks. You're gonna make no money.
Yeah, the improv's rent is not going down.
The improv's gonna have to do something throughout the day, like kids shows or stuff like that,
Shit. So what's up? Like all the Instagram stars don't want to do shows yet. They're waiting for the second wave or what?
Well, I think
Instagram stars.
Because they were the ones that would do like the day shows or like in between.
Maybe.
They'll be like, I don't want to die.
But
even
then, they're not going to get as many people either.
Yeah. The same shit too, right?
Yeah, same restrictions.
Would you guys get tested before a show if that's what it took?
I'm already tested negative.
I'll get tested, yeah.
I'll be like this. Well, if you ain't got it, I ain't got it.
It's like when you hook up with a girl and you're like, wait, she didn't have nothing? I don't have nothing,
Rodrigo Martin is going to be doing this right here.
I mean, I think that's how do you, Peter, how do you think production's going to come back?
Oh, I think there's going to be, I think there'll probably
like
be
daily
fewer,
testing and that sort of
well,
thing.
first of all, there's going to be fewer guest parts and fewer like crowd
like
scenes.
just the ensemble itself.
And then
Damn, dude.
I think that the writer,
No live taping.
I think there won't be an
Probably
audience
not.
at the taping. And I think that the huddle of writers that happens where you're trying to beat a joke or something, I think it'll be in another room. And I think people
or on
like
comms or something like
yeah, I think like people like I'll be on the floor and Kevin, and that'll probably be it. And it's going to be weird. And I also think that your hair and makeup people are going to have to be
everybody's gonna be tested.
Yeah.
They're probably gonna do what Joe Rogan has been working successfully because he has his own guy come and test everybody when they get there. It's a 15-minute test.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure, less extras, right?
Yeah,
That's
for
what
sure.
he just said. Yeah.
No extras.
I'm gonna go into the testing business is I think the big move.
I know, right?
I'm
What
just
the
gonna
fuck
get
am I doing?
just a bunch of cups and tell people to spit in them. And I'll call them in 3 days.
Shit. I'm gonna start scaring people. Even the roaches carry COVID-19 now.
It's like those guys that used to make a bunch of money going into houses and telling people there's mold in here.
Yeah.
Dude, you're so right, dude. Mad hustlers.
Yeah.
Dude, I just shot a commercial last Friday, and as soon as I
shit.
walk in, boom, temperature. We walk into the studio, and there's 4 people on set. It was me, the other actor, the camera guy, and the sound guy. And the camera guy had an earpiece because the director was in the other room watching the monitor. He didn't even come in and just telling them what he wanted.
I don't understand the temperature thing because if you're asymptomatic, which more people than not, it
Yeah, I
sounds
know,
like
right?
are
Are.
asymptomatic. They're not going to show a temperature.
I don't
change.
trust the thing on your forehead either. I don't
That's what
trust
I'm saying, dude.
Are you doing? You
Yeah.
talking old school, anally? That's
Yep. I only do it
Yeah.
on my butt. That's the only temperature I will take. The only temperature I will give, and the only one I will.
We kick it with proctologists, dog.
Oh man.
You want accuracy, right?
yeah. Want it to be real? Let's check it.
That's the only 2 things my business does: temperature checking and you spit in this cup, and I'll call it.
We'll start selling cotton swabs.
I was gonna ask
The
you
big
guys,
ones.
Lisa and Felipe, when you guys took the test, did they do that whole nasal thing?
No, we
No,
did it
just swab.
ourselves. They just give you a swab, and we just did our mouth. They put it in
You
the
went
thing,
all the
and
way
then
in, or
you stick it out the window in the plastic bag, and they grab it with one of those little
Let me
claws.
tell you, man,
Throw it in
those
the
people
thing.
working don't look like scientists.
None of those people.
Hey,
I don't know
fool,
what you're talking about.
those are the people when you go vote, they work there, dog.
Yeah.
those
Or they don't. Hey,
That's
what's
good.
your name?
That's good for my business. I don't look like a scientist either. It's going to be great.
No, you look like
That'd
the
be great.
scientist with the
Fuck,
beard.
that's a good idea, dog. I'm gonna invest my stimulus check into that.
Bro,
You're pregnant.
You-
What? I mean, no,
even
you don't
the
have
cops-
this.
the cops that are there are sitting down. You read everything, all right? All right, go ahead.
Hey, fool, good luck.
I'd call you, Martin. I'd say, now I got your test results back, but not that I don't know. But what did you get tested for again? Just remind me.
Gonorrhea.
Everything.
Still going around, I
That's
heard.
funny. That's funny, dude.
What's up, fool? Rodrigo, you still doing the podcast? Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, dude, we got up to episode 70, so check all those out. There'll be an episode out this week. Also, a podcast with Martin Rizzo,
Tomorrow.
exclusively in Spanish. Los Podcasters del Norte, episode 17. So,
Eric, you do a podcast with your wife?
We do that on Instagram. We do a double date every Sunday on IG Live where we.
What time?
At 8:00.
All
That's after the
right.
kids go to bed.
Yeah.
What's up, fool? Peter, thank you for doing the podcast, dog.
yeah, man.
Love it. I always love it when you ask. I'll come anytime.
Do you miss baseball?
More than you know.
It hurts this year. It's
More than you
sad.
know.
Do you watch the old games they're showing?
I do. And I get really excited like an idiot if it's a game I don't remember. I'll walk in and I'll go, what's on? And then Joaquin will say, it's game 6 of the 86 World Series. I'm like, fuck, I know how that one ends. And the other day I walked in and there was like a Philly game on, and I'm like, I don't know what this is about. Let's watch.
Are you watching Korean baseball at all?
I tried, and it's very hard for me to understand and deal with.
Put them
You know what? They should have a ESPN will probably make money if they had a deal with MLB where we could just pick what baseball game we want to watch at home.
I know.
Because I will pick the years that Ron Say, Bill Russell, Steve Garvey, Dusty Baker, Lee Lacy. Those years, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Davey
if you
Lope.
could pick an era,
Davey
you
Lope.
could just pick an era of players.
Back in the day when nobody had Dodgers shirts to wear at the game.
Everybody comes dressed like the Bat Boy, huh?
People were dressed like they just came from work, dirty white T-shirts. Maybe one guy will have a Dodger hat, or one of those, or his kid's Dodger helmet.
Yeah, a guy with a little Jiffy Lube work shirt that said Jimmy.
Yeah, so I miss it terribly, man. And I guess maybe it'll be back in a month, they say.
Hopefully.
But this was fun, man.
Yeah, man. What's up, fool? Martin Rizzo, you still with your lady? You guys are doing your podcast?
Yes, we are. She's off for the summer because of the airports are slow, so she's just playing video games all day.
Damn. All right.
Like little kid news. We play
Hey,
video games.
We're 30-year-olds.
Fool, dog.
Also, we have the brand new Yeti What's So Food podcast mug.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Good.
It's badass, man.
It's engraved in here on
Man, and let me tell you, man, Lisa burned her mouth the other day, so it stays hot for like 4 hours.
Wow, that looks good. Yeah.
Very good. Those are on sale now, and our
Bro,
mugs.
Chico, we gotta get you down here one day and sign a couple of mugs. People have been asking.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, man.
actually, no, I sent it off already. He said he'll
Alright,
see
good.
him. It's a guy in
Alright.
Orlando.
Next time, dog.
Yeah.
We forged it, bro. We wrote yeah, man on it.
Florida
You're gonna go
project.
to jail.
Huh.
Pasquale's.
Shout out to everybody out there smoking little ass, skinny ass blunts.
What happened to that?
All right. Bye.
Peace
All
out. Have a
right,
good week.
Louis.
See you guys.